Welcome everybody to the Pirate Skills meetup about the traffic channel compass. This is where I want to show you a nice fun tool I have built for you guys that really helps you to find and prioritize the traffic channel that will help you to scale your marketing. This is how it looks like. It's a Miro board that you can copy if you go to pirateskills.com/compass. I will guide you through it during this meetup. And this is really something that you can use, that you can copy for yourself into your own Miro account. It's completely free. I hope you enjoy it. Let me tell you a bit about it. I think there are some dimensions to this that you need to understand in order to get the most out of the traffic channel compass. First of all, we're going to talk about the biggest choice. Like, do you want to spend more time? Or do you want to spend more money? And the second choice is, you want to focus on your own audiences or those of other people. And the third one is, you want to interact more with humans or with ad servers or computers. That helps you to prioritize your traffic channels. In case you don't know me, I'm Ben. I'm a founder from Cologne, Germany. Now here in my new office in Cologne-Sils. I started on this entrepreneurial journey in 2008 while I was studying psychology. Just couldn't stop. I just feel growth marketing is the awesome sweet spot between psychology, tech, and business. And this is where I feel most comfortable, where I have way too much fun building tools like this for you. And I started on this journey of finding the right traffic channel in 2008 when I went for my own website that were mostly SEO driven. And I had some affiliate business. Then I went a lot into mobile app, e-commerce, software as a service, and B2B lead generation. Now, that's enough about me. Let's give you and show you this beautiful traffic channel compass. You can see it's divided in a couple of sections. And before we zoom in to the details, which we will definitely do, let me show you around a little bit. First dimension that we have to talk about is choosing either money or time. You can decide on this dimension here, which is a big split between those two halves of the compass. You have more time or money on your hands. If you have more time, let's say you are a first-time entrepreneur or a student, you're not funded yet, or you are not seeking funding, then you generally have more time than money. This is where you definitely want to invest into your own marketing channels, like your website, SEO, your own email list. This is this part. And you want to invest in other people's audiences. That would be social media profiles like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and that kind of stuff. This is where you can get a lot of reach and traffic by investing your time primarily. On the other half, we can pay for traffic. To be more precise, we actually pay for attention towards people, and they may choose to give us their click and visiting our website, which we call traffic. And there are two ways to get paid traffic. There you can talk to computers, and you can just talk to a Facebook ad server, for example, through the Facebook Business Manager and say, come on, here are 1,000 euros, please send me 1,000 clicks, let's go. The other way is, which is way more manual, is paying humans. Let's say you pay an influencer or you pay a magazine to show your article. This would be done in the pay a human section. So this is one of the first big decisions I would like you to make. How much do you want to spend in terms of time or money? This greatly helps you to prioritize. Use the resources that are most scarce out there and capitalize on that. Then the next dimension comes from other people's audiences or your own. This is where we talk about the left-hand side here. You have to understand that you are always, usually in the beginning, piggybacking on other people's audiences until you have built your own. If you think that your Instagram followers belong to you, you are misled. Everybody who has been on Facebook for longer than 5 years know how those companies can just take away the reach that they have. They have it. If you're selling on Amazon, it's Amazon's customer. It's not your customer. Yes, are you making money today from Amazon? 100%. Are you getting traffic from Facebook today? Yes. But you don't know about tomorrow. This is why you always want to be very much aware that you want to have in your traffic channel priorities channels that belong to you, that you completely own, like your own website that is regularly visited because people love the content, like your email list, like your customer list. Those are the assets that nobody can take away. We will dig into the details once we switch to the Miro board. Then the choice between human and computer is on the right-hand side. So as I mentioned, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, wherever it says ads, and you can pay through an ad server, you're talking to a computer. You can completely sign up for yourself. You do not have to write messages, convince somebody. That is the advantage. The disadvantage is it's advertising, it's bugging and disrupting people, and there might be better ways to get traffic, even though I'm a huge fan. Yeah? Paying humans, on the other hand, like paying influencers, paying gatekeepers, paying for offline ads, that kind of stuff. That is in the lower right corner. As you see, I have the least tickets down there because this is not my expertise. The only thing I have expertise in that is paying influencers. Yeah, but on the other side, you can definitely see that you can also get organic influencers. We will see this ticket coming up here. So let's dig in. Now you're ready to prioritize your traffic channels. You can move the cards as you see fit, and I would like to show you how this looks like. Let's switch over here. So here you can see this is a Miro bot. Miro is a free to try tool that helps you to create infinite whiteboards pretty much. Go to pirateskills.com/compass and I will show you how to copy this board into your own account. Yeah, let's go back to Miro. The little tutorial is already up here. You can just click on the title. This is at the top left at the Miro board. You can click on it. And then it asks you, do you want to sign up to duplicate, or if you already have a Miro account, it just says like you can see it here, do you want to duplicate it? And then this complete board is in your own account. And what I would like you guys to do is start with the top board and go through it. But let me show you with a concrete example how it works for Pirate Skills and what our priorities really are. These are our actual prioritized traffic channel for 2021. Yeah, this might change dynamically. We're going to keep updating this board as we do with all the tools that we have built for you in the past, like the content journey map, got a lot of new formats recently. We updated in Bugfix some things in the growth marketing index. So we will do it here. So what are clearly the priorities that we have set at Pirate Skills? You can see that I set it up like concentric circles with the most important one at the corner and the least important one outside. I definitely want to give credit to Gabriel Weinberg's and Justin Morris' traction book. This is the most gifted book from my end that I've given to people that talks about all of the different traction channel, not traffic channels, which also include traffic channels. And I really love the model that he used, the way he talks about the channels. For example, if you really want to learn like the 20% you need to know about SEO, maybe this is a good start to read. 20% you need about like offline events, this is the book. But there were also some things that I wanted to do differently. For example, he put all of the content marketing channels in one. There is no differentiation between Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. I just can't deal with that. I need the differentiation. As you see, if we look into the lower left corner, what is the most important thing for Pirate Skills? The main thing we do where we build our own audience is hosting events just like this, or creating videos that you're currently watching. Then we have our own website, which is a focused learn management system where we put everything for you to download there. And this really helps our community and our purpose to help you to scale your marketing profitably. And then we have email. I absolutely believe that email is one of the most trustworthy and reliable marketing channels that are currently available. You can take your email with you anywhere. If I launch another product or have an idea, I can write the people on my email list. Everything else can be taken away, but my own website and my own email list. Yeah, and if I have some brand recognition and people are used to going to my events, this is also something that I feel I own and I can take with me with pride. Everything else belongs to somebody else. What are the other audiences where I spend my time to get them? My focus channels are speaking, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Speaking, when we observed this, whenever I go to some event where I talk to the audience of somebody else, we get a lot of requests. Then if I post message regularly on LinkedIn, a lot of people come to these kind of events. And if we post regularly on YouTube, we see our subscriber base increase. I think there's also some kind of quality order here. Speaking definitely creates, even with a small audience, a lot of traction of high quality people. And LinkedIn and YouTube are a bit more for the broad reach, but YouTube is definitely more for the long game. YouTube, I believe, is going to be my strongest channel in 5 years. Until then, it's definitely going to be LinkedIn. But the time investment in those 3 channels are absolutely fabulously worth it for me. Then we got some lower priority ones like SEO, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are the ones I'm curious about. Maybe even more important are the ones where I say, nah, not right now. Don't bug me with them because there are so many opportunities. Of course, I would like to start a podcast. I want to post more content on other people's blogs. I would like to do PR. I would like to go on Udemy and host my free content there as well. Yes, but I have to focus, and focusing is what you also need to do. Now on the paid advertising end, I like to match the channels that I focus on organically with what I do in paid channels as well. So it's no surprise to see that my focus channels are Google YouTube ads, Google search ads, Facebook ads, and Instagram ads. So Facebook and Instagram were not in my focus time slot, but they are now here in the focus with paid attention. Why is that? I'm in the B2B segment, and maybe you are too. Facebook completely sucks organically. I'm sorry to say that, but if you pay for your attention on Facebook, you get a huge return of investment if you do it right. So I definitely love to do that. There, same goes for Instagram, even though Instagram organic is worth something, but it didn't work out as much for us as YouTube and LinkedIn has. It's just a better channel fit for us. And you have to try it out for you and prioritize some channel for some time and then move over to other channels. And we do exactly nothing in the realm of paying humans. This shows me that I might be having a blind spot in this area. And you might have some other area where you see, oh yeah, we are interacting a lot with humans, we are building our own audiences, but we were doing nothing with paid advertising, for example. This might be your blind spot. Then you could argue, should I play on my strength or should I fix my weaknesses? I would definitely say focus 80% of your time on your strength if you're really good at identifying influencers and getting them free and paid to talk about your brand. Bank on that. But 20% of the time you should spend in exploring more traffic channels. And I hope the Traffic Channel Compass will give you inspiration, where you maybe have blind spots, where you maybe have like 20 different little sticky notes in the center, and you just can't focus on 20 different channels. I even believe that my 10 channels that I have in the middle, that they are stretching my attention, budget, and team way too much already. I'm sure if I focused even more, I would get better results. But this traffic channel compass gives me the perspective I need. Now, how can you use it for yourself? After you copied this board, start with your own channel in the pay with time section. That is the lower left. Define for yourself what are the channels that are most important to you, and then just move it over. Let's say you're a prolific blogger, then your blog belongs there. Let's say you have a mobile app, then it belongs there, and maybe the blog goes on the second rank. You can rename those, you can make them bigger, you can format it the way you like. There is no restriction on formatting, deleting stuff from this board that you don't need anymore. I want you to make this completely your own thing. So make a decision. Just let me maybe point out a couple of lessons that I learned. First of all, not focusing on building your own audiences is the biggest mistake I see. Over time, all of the other channels will come and go. The only thing that stays with you over the years are your own channels. And you need to use other people's channels to get people, for example, on your newsletter list. Not doing email marketing, tough. It's really tough. You can call it email marketing, you can call it email automation, doesn't matter, but you should have some way to get in touch with your customers. It can be push notifications, it could be your WhatsApp messenger, but remember what you own and what you do not own. I would even say that push notifications are on the edge of other people's platforms, because Apple has shown that they have regularly changed their mind about which kinds of apps are allowed to post notifications and which are not. So this might even be a candidate for upstairs. But since you own the app, I also believe that push notification is the equivalent of email for mobile app businesses. Then, of course, we have the website, the blog, which are maybe for you just different words, just use the words that you like. Then referrals. You can see that I have viral marketing up here in other people's channels, and you could argue that this is not correct, but I was wondering about this, and this was the last pins I put on there. Viral marketing to me would be, let's try to get a viral video on YouTube or on Instagram. While referral marketing would be putting in the systems that make sure that 20% of your customers invite new customers. And you can control that. And I believe this is why it earns to be one of your own audiences. Yeah, but could be argued with. Then we have community building. Everybody who's building a community knows that there is a lot of bonding and attachment that people have with the people with other people in the community. This is something you own. You definitely can also get lead lists. You can get your own customer lists even lead lists you can actually buy. This could be argued, could be other people's audiences, but now you have control and you can use them if you acquired them legally and they opted in legally. You can do business development, which you control. Yeah, you can make win-win situations with other people's businesses. And of course, you control sales. The effort you put in to talk to the right customers on LinkedIn, for example, directly, book appointments, convert them. You control that process, even though it happens on different platforms like email and LinkedIn and whatnot. I believe that sales is one of your most important high-value traffic channels. And mobile app and everything else is self-explanatory. So after you have decided what are your most important own channels, let's look at the typical social media channels that I put into the other people's channels category here. So you might decide in B2C that currently Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, that's your thing. Yeah, or you say, those are in the back burner. I'm B2B, so I focus on LinkedIn, on podcasting, and maybe embeddable content. So what is embeddable content? Let's say you have a B2B business. Like the last time I did this was with meinpraktikum.de, which is like an internship platform. And we created an embeddable widget that employers could put on their website if they had a very high rating on our intern rating platform. Yeah, and then they could praise themselves because they were like some of the top 5% employers in terms of the ratings on the platform. But what they actually did is gave us a backlink and referral traffic to our own website. Yeah, this is other people's, even though I control a lot, this is a great strategy to use other people's audiences, which is not typical social media marketing. Then what else do we have? We can go to other people's newsletters. We can go for PR, which I'm really not good at. We can go for viral marketing. Yeah, if we are in this B2C world, viral marketing is definitely something. If you have a sexy product, something that people easily talk about, might be something very viable. Organic influencers are what I would say, if you collaborate with people that also have influence, but you don't pay them, they just genuinely want to talk about your thing, which is, I think, the most important endorsement you can get. Just that paid influencers are so powerful that you can't ignore them. Then you might do some speaking. You can use existing platforms. This one I really liked from the Traction book and really sensitized me to this opportunity. Everybody who's in e-commerce realizes, dang, Amazon is a fantastic sales platform, but they charge a lot of money for using their service. But you can't ignore them. Every mobile app developer realizes at some point, what if we didn't have the iOS or Android app store? Like, we would have a really difficult time. And then we think back 10, 15 years, and we actually had to download software from websites and install them. Now we have these huge existing platforms, and you might have platforms in your industry that you can piggyback on. And of course, then we have SEO, YouTube, bloggers, all that good stuff. Once you've decided on those, move over to the pay a computer section. Yeah, wasn't really convinced about that naming scheme, but when I saw pay a human, pay a computer, I really liked that differentiation. Some people are simply better with humans, and some people are better with computers. If you are good with numbers, then use the pay a computer. If you're good with humans, maybe you should talk more with humans. Play to your strength, but learn the other stuff as well with 20% of your time. So what do we have here? We got the typical Facebook, Instagram stuff, which will soon also have the WhatsApp world. We have the Pinterest ads, the TikTok ads, the LinkedIn. So this is the big segment of social ads, I would say. And then we have the Googleverse, and I deliberately put them on several sheets. I don't think you can say, yeah, I'm doing Google ads and not specify, are you doing search, which means people are typing in a keyword and you pay for showing up as a relevant result. YouTube ads means putting your own videos in front of other people's YouTube videos, which is a huge market and absolutely underrated. Or display ads, which is mostly doing like banners, static animated banners on other people's websites. You can sink your money in this channel like this, no problem. You can lose it. But if you, for example, use it for retargeting, people have already visited your website and now you want to keep your company top of mind until they sign up for your free trial, for example. And then Google display ads are absolutely fantastic to give your interested visitor the feeling that you're professional and you're everywhere and they should trust you. Then Google app ads. In all of those beautiful apps, we have publishers who earn money with ads, and that means that we can buy ourselves as marketing a spot in mobile apps. You have a fitness app, then try apps on Runtastic or Freeletics, if they offer that. And then you have Google Shopping ads, which is really interesting for e-commerce. So there is a complete universe of Google ads, and everything has a very steep learning curve, not easy to learn, but very much worth it once you know a way around. And then we have Bing, of course, which if you do international search engine marketing is definitely viable. In Germany, it has very little market share, but it's pre-installed on Windows, yeah, and they will be able to push it. And Ecosia, which I see more and more in Google Analytics in the referral results, is powered by Bing Ads. Yeah, so if you want to get into Ecosia, this might be a place there. If you're doing a lot of sustainability-oriented products, and this might be a great place. And then we have a category that I would call like native ads, mostly recommended articles. Let's say you go to a big magazine like Time Magazine, Bild, Handelsblatt, that kind of stuff, Wall Street Journal. You will always see recommended articles below the main article. And usually you see like a box of 6, and 3 of them are ads, and 3 of them are paid buttons, yeah, paid clicks, but they look like articles. And those are absolutely fantastic traffic sources that are cheap. You can get as much as 1 million impressions for 200, 250 euros. The click-through rate is not 1%, of course, like on Facebook, but click prices can range from 10 to 50%, 50 cents, which is pretty low in terms of like in comparison to Facebook and Instagram. Yes, traffic quality can be so-and-so, but they also provide conversion optimized publishing. So after a while, you get better and better traffic. So Taboola and Outbrain as 2 examples for those. And yeah, as I said with the other examples, you can replace the pay computer part with whatever channels are most important to you. Did I forget one? Doesn't matter. Just put it on the board, send me a little note. I will put it on if I think it's a good fit. And then the last one, pay human. You can pay influencers. I think this will be more and more prevalent in the future. Becoming your own influencer in your company is going to be very, very important. I think this is actually something I should put on the left-hand side as well. Then you can pay people if they get you customers. This is called affiliate marketing. You can do offline ads still. You can do paid articles. You could do sponsored links, yeah, for SEO, for example, or referral traffic, or on Telegram messages. You can do all kinds of stuff where you usually have to interact with humans, which can be a lot of fun, but you have to decide where you have your strengths and weaknesses. So now this board looks a bit more messed up, but definitely more prioritized than before. Maybe after a while, it looks a bit more something like this one. Go with as few priorities as possible and as many as necessary. So that is the traffic channel compass. So now we talked about the main points. Yeah, how to choose time over money, your own audiences over other people's audiences, and whether you want to prefer to talk to more humans or more computers. This will hopefully help you to prioritize your traffic channels, and you can dig in and check it all out at pirateskills.com/compass.